So we are Arigna Fuels. We're an Irish-based solid fuel company originally, and we've now transitioning to a biochar company. So I'm the fifth generation. We're a majority family-owned business, and we started out as a mining company, and we mined coal in the west of Ireland, and the coal went to power plant production. That kind of ended in the late 80s, early 90s, and we pivoted the company to manufacture a low-smoke solid fuel. And the low-smoke solid fuel was sold on the domestic, Irish and UK markets. We then also we put some wind farms up on our old mining sites in the mid-90s. They were some of the first wind farms in the Republic of Ireland actually at the time, so we were it was ahead of its time. But we always knew that the fossil fuels that we were manufacturing would come to an end at some point, so we decided about in 2010 that we needed to move forward from fossil fuels and try and replace our fossil fuels. So we came up with a renewable fuel which was based on using biochar. So we developed a process to manufacture biochar effectively. So we started out in 2010 with a 1 tonne per hour plant effectively, and we've been trying to scale that up over the last 10 years. And we eventually last year actually, we bought equipment to scale that 1 tonne per hour plant to a 10 tonne per hour plant. And we just implemented it last November, so we are now operational on a 10 tonne per hour plant. So our plan is to transition from a fossil-based smokeless fuel to a renewable-based fuel, and ultimately then to sell biochar for all the carbon sequestration benefits over the next 5 or 10 years, or however long it lasts, so it takes. But yeah, so as I said, so we historically have produced solid fuel, fossil-based solid fuel for sale on the domestic market for domestic coal purposes, domestic heating purposes effectively. So our new product will transition domestic heating from fossil-based fuels to biomass-based fuels. So straight away we'll decarbonise part of the solid fuel industry in the Republic of Ireland and the UK. So we've been doing that. We've been selling the product for quite a number of years on a very small basis, so 1 tonne per hour we're manufacturing. So less than 300 or 400 tonnes a year, but now we have much more wider capacity to scale up and transition to our whole plant away from fossil fuels. So yeah, so we don't expect burning to be around forever. We live on the west of Europe, so it is colder, it's wetter, we get lots of storms. So yes, there will be combustion purposes for solid domestic purposes for a while yet. But we're trying to create greener, cleaner fuels for that market. But I suppose as time goes on, we understand that this won't last forever, and combustion for domestic purposes won't be there forever. So we make biochar, so we plan to sell a lot of biochar for carbon sequestration, to put into anaerobic digestion plants, to put into concrete, to make green cement, for all the purposes that biochar will be used in the future. However, those markets really aren't there as yet in a wide enough scale. So our plan is to transition across to that again. But we also, our next plan as well is to build a plant in the UK. And after that, we want to build a plant in Europe effectively, so wherever the feedstocks are. So that's our plans are. Yeah, and that's really, I suppose, why we're here at the conference, is to try and find out what other markets there are, because we want to get to biochar as quick as we can. We want to get to biochar for other use as quick as we can, so we kind of require large companies and large off-takers, who potentially are going to be large off-takers, to effectively tell us what they need. So biochar, there's a wide range in biochar, from carbon content to the formation of it, if it's granular, if it's grinded down, if it's micronized, or if it's even the size material, or if it needs to be briquetted. So we want large potential off-takers to spec to us and to other biochar users what they actually require. And once they do that, then we can tailor our businesses to manufacture what they require. But unfortunately, we're still in a very early phase, and a lot of them say we need it, but they don't know what they want to pay for it, or what they need to pay for it, or what exactly they want. So we're kind of hoping that from out of something like this, that someone comes to us and says, we need X amount at this, and can you do it? So, that's effectively what we're looking for out of it. So, yeah.